Amidst the lines of first responders, families, and leaders, all linked shoulder to shoulder, in acknowledgement that silence can speak louder than words. Comfort and faith displayed through clergy clutching rosaries and rabbis in prayer as rescue efforts now turn to the first day of recovery. Rachel Spiegel's mother, Judy, is still missing.
Just so difficult, and what I'm really dreading is the next phase. I'm not quite there yet personally. My family's not quite there, and my kids are not there.
Tonight, Miami-Dade Fire and Rescue telling families, we mourn with you. This powerful scene against a backdrop of community-wide concern.
Right now, many residents in neighboring Miami Beach want to know, what risk am I at with my building? There are about 5,000 commercial properties in Miami Beach, and around 500 of them are undergoing some form of recertification right now.
The city immediately sprang into action.
How soon after the collapse did you jump in on inspections?
The next day, Friday.
City manager Alina Hudak says Miami Beach just wrapped up a visual inspection of all those buildings as it awaits a deeper dive within 21 days. And 15 complexes, 10 of them occupied, have been red flagged for visual deficiencies.
What's your threshold for having to evacuate a building?
If we can't get a letter from a structural engineer assuring us that the building is safe for occupancy, we will have to pull that trigger.
Miami Beach could act in a matter of days as 76 people in Surfside remain unaccounted for. Still, those on the front lines lifted tonight by the nearly 500 thank you cards coming from students near and far. At this time of silence, the love doing all the talking.
Sam joins us now. Sam, we're learning more about a Florida law that might have prevented this from happening.
Peter, that's right. A 2008 Florida law required condo associations to conduct a survey every 5 years identifying repairs and how much they would cost. That law, Peter, was repealed in 2010.